Hello. First of all, a little bit of house theory. My right ear has long since stopped listening. I'm not making the mistake I made last week twice. For those who haven't seen last week and for whom this is their first episode of the Bot Box, what happened was I burst a party popper too close to my right ear and mistake. Big mistake. Very stupid Callison. Anyway, now we have the housekeeping out of the way, the ear update out of the way. Hello and welcome to the Bot Box, in which yours truly is a bit out of her comfort zone. Because it's time to enter the realm of political humour. Enter Donald Thump. Yeah, I don't really need to say where the name comes from. That its name comes from the previous president of the United States. So not only is it political humour, it's US political humour. So Donald Thump was an old orangey gold boxy robot with kind of that kind of angle at the front, armed with a gold plate painted vertical spinner. It also had eyes and what looked like a grimace on, and was also supposed to have entangling hair on top, but it was never seen in battle because it was intended as an entangling device, and there was a very good chance that Donald Thump could get it tangled and thus lose because of its own hair. It's one of the more embarrassing ways to lose, right up there with driving into the pit of oblivion. Looking at you, Killerheads. I'm guilty of driving into the pit as well. Getting perfectly balanced on end. Oh, Gemini, I like you a lot, but ouch. And getting stuck in one's own victory pose. Aye, Razor. Ouch. Still, none of them did what Donald Thump's team did, and that was they came in with a whole persona to match their bot. Because, heck, they went all in. They even had hats with Make Robot Wars Great Again written on. Donald Thump made its debut in Series 10 of Robot Wars. When else could it make its debut? It was their team's second attempt at qualifying. Their original robot was terrible, with the vertical spinner, that became Donald Thump. And no, I'm not referring to Series 4 terrible this time. Nope. Donald Thump landed in Heat A into Drum Spinner, Sabretooth, and Scoop Lifter Behemoth. Got there in the end. In fact, Donald Thump was in the first battle of Series 10. Donald Thump was the last robot to enter the fray, choosing to spin up before going after anyone. Technically, not a bad decision. Once it did, it got two very solid hits on Sabretooth, one on the weapon and one on the side panel. Sabretooth, for those who haven't seen Aftershock's episode, does not like vertical spinners. At all. Donald Thump also lost an eye in the collision, and drove into the arena wall. Robot driving is not as easy as it looks, trust me. Anyway, Donald Thump got back into the fray, hit Behemoth twice, and dislodged a Sabretooth side panel near one of Sabretooth's wheels. After a brief tussle with Behemoth, Donald Thump went fut and stopped working. That left Behemoth and Sabretooth to open the pit, which they both did, and take each other out. Yeah, they actually managed to double the knockout. The damage done to Sabretooth was enough to hand the win to Behemoth. By judge's decision, of course, because all the robots were non-functional. So, Donald Thump being a non-factor in the judge's decision because it was the first to stop working, it was sent to Robot Redemption, where it faced four-part Clusterbot, the Swarm. So as having four little bots, they all had four different weapons. So, a grabber, Pinzer, a flipper called Rubber Duck, a lifter called Sky, and a horizontal spinner named Blender. And Donald Thump had to face all four of them with a non-functional spinner. It just wasn't behaving itself. It was intermittent. Sometimes it'd work, sometimes it wouldn't. It just would not behave. Blender was the first one to get a hit in, managing to dislodge one of Donald Thump's side panels. So Donald Thump hit the pit release tire, which was its best hope, hoping to get 3 of the swarm bots in the pit. But the pit didn't open. Instead, the Rogue House Robot option came up, and Sekilot was sent on a rampage. An almost damage-free rampage. The only damage done was Donald Thump losing a panel. Rubber Duck tried to flip Donald Thump, it being the little yellow robot that could not actually fail to flip Donald Thump. But he tried. It was the little yellow robot that tried. Blender then removed the panel it dislodged before Donald Thump nudged Blender into dead metal. Blender then hit Donald Thump until it stopped moving. Pinzer then grabbed the side of Donald Thump. He managed to grab near one of the wheels. And Sky rammed it as it was counted out. Pretty much all Sky could do. Now, unfortunately, of course, it was Series 10, and we're about 4.5 years later, or close to 5 years, and Series 11 still hasn't happened. The series got axed again, and hence Donald Thump's failure to return, except on the live circuit. Donald Thump, I have to admit, I did not have very high expectations for it, but it surprised me even though it went out so early, because it did actually cause some damage. I wasn't expecting much from it, probably because of the whole comedy aspect. However, the team were actually fairly funny, and they went all in, which I have to give them points for. And they made the effort with the accent and everything. I don't think Donald Thump will be able to return. Series 10 was pretty much the only series, given the axing, Series 10 is pretty much the only series it could have possibly entered. Mainly because the joke is no longer relevant. I actually wanted to do this episode before January last year. Obviously, seeing as it's now June 2022, I didn't get that, but that's randomness for you. However, to Donald Thump's team, I say this. Please, please, please arrange for hats to be made with Make Robot Wars again. Forget about the great, just make Robot Wars again. We need more Robot Wars. Anyway, it's time to ask for the assistance of Taiki. Got a chance. Goddess of chance. Oh, she'll be on our side this time. Taiki, please help. Whoa, got one with a short name. GBH. Until next week, Callison244.